am live. Cool. Getting everything going on the other system. See how this is all working out. So, thank you. I guess I can't ask any more guests to invite. So, is what it is. I hope you're all doing well today. Hopefully, Billy Purgatory will jump on here with us. Maybe, maybe not. So, so I was talking to a friend yesterday at work. And it kind of sounds a little crazy, right? We were talking about the Mandela effect, and all these certain changes that have occurred, like basically under our nose or what have you. And like the biggest one I can really think of would be the TV show called Sex in the City. Because clearly, if you're my age, you remember Sex in the City, not Sex and the City. So, oh my Lord, my cat. Oh my Lord, my cat. I'm live. I'm doing something live. He is being live. He is being loud. He's a very vocal animal. I don't know if you guys can hear that because I can't monitor audio in here. And so that's kind of a crazy thing. But anyway, you talk about the Mandela effect, right? But we were all talking about this. And what if the Mandela effect occurred about the time certain laboratories came online and started jacking with, would you hush? Started jacking with the weight of elements and destroyed the timeline that we were in, and we jumped to a different timeline. And what if that is where we is? And so some of us remember the old stuff. And there's about 50 million people say they remember this thing. Remember these things that were in the old timeline, so to speak. Berenstain Bears, Jiffy Peanut Butter, Fruit of the Loom, the Cornucopia, just to name a few things. So what if where we are is not where we're supposed to be located at all, right? What if we're in a different timeline totally together? Because, right, if you look up Sex in the City, it says Sex and the City. But if the timeline jump wasn't totally in sync, you can still go out and find things that are memorabilia from when it says sex in the city, not sex and the city. So it's plausible because, you know, we all, I mean, like, needless to say, the past 15 years or so, 20 years have just been kind of crazy. If you think about things that have gone around, and this guy and I, we had some really deep thoughts and talks about this kind of stuff, and you know, to different ends, what could be happening. Could it be a government conspiracy? We don't know, right? But things are not like they used to be, and I don't think we're where we should be. Maybe I'm crazy, but 50 plus million Americans believe that Nelson Mandela died a long time ago, other than when he really did die, you know? So that's the crazy part about it. So, yeah, who knows? Sure, many of you have read about it or heard about it or experienced it. And it's sometimes it's quite disconcerting to think about how this stuff, how it actually is or isn't. And yeah, kind of wild. Well, so yeah, so here in a bit, I will be going live on Twitch. Dot twitch.tv/DJ Renegade. So, airflow, and I'm hot today. Okay, no big deal, man. I was just talking about the Mandela effect and if what I believe and what I feel about it. And so, yeah, you know, who knows? I do think there's something to it more than what we know. But so, yeah, Billy, and I think we're in it. I think CERN screwed something up and jumped us because it would account for a lot of stuff that's going on right now that didn't happen 20 years ago. Uh, it could be a touchy topic, you know, but My friend and I, we had a great discussion about this, and I mean, there could be some validity to it. You know, I don't know. It's crazy what's going on with everything. But yeah, it is alternate universes. I 100% agree with that. And we're wrapped up right in the middle of it. And some of us remember, and some people don't. So, pretty interesting. Okay, cool. Well, right. And I 100% agree to that, that this is not the reality I was born into. And I agree with that 100%. Things went, things went wonky about 25 years ago, and we're deep in the middle of something that shouldn't be going on, you know? And on another note, you know, a couple weeks ago was Houston had spring break. Now, and this is what, well, yeah, and I think 99, 2000, 2001, somewhere in there is where it all went kind of wonky. But so they had spring break in Houston, and so if you think about that, it makes no sense because what's in Houston now to really spring break at? But anyway, there was some statistics that happened in like gonorrhea and AIDS and sexually transmitted disease spiked up in Houston after spring break. And there was new statistics out that there's 200,000, okay, cases of 200,000 cases of AIDS in Houston after spring break. Can Man, I don't think it's earlier. I think it's I mean, you were in college when I was in college. We had the Gulf War 90, 91, something like that, you know. But and then they had CERN. Then they have the thing up in Chicago, that particle accelerator up there. But I think CERN is a big one that screwed things up. I think they did testing up in Chicago, but I think CERN and the Hadron Collider really, you know, choked the proverbial chicken on that. But can you imagine 5 million, 6 million people, and there's 200,000 cases of AIDS just spiked this week because of spring break? Like, okay, wait on, dog. No worries, man. No worries. I don't know what direction I'm going to take this show, and it could be I could really do something different with this outside of my normal Twitch streams and all that. You know, I do like this platform, and I think I'm going to get Tammy on it with her artwork. Doing a quick stream when she starts her drawing, how she starts it, what her thought is, and then do a series of pictures of it, and then do a final show or several shows in the middle of it while she's showing what she's done with it and a finished product. I think that would be really, really advantageous for her in some of her artwork. I think this is a great outlet, and it's an easy outlet to use for said artwork. I mean, it's kind of like Tumblr, but better, you know. Reddit, it's good. I really like I really like this. Handing out chicken meatball. Well, like, do you not have any extra chicken meatballs? Because I'm all about, I love chicken and I love meatballs. Jimmy Freeman, I will tell him you said hello. We're going to get you on this very soon. Were you giving chicken meatballs to your dogs? I want chicken meatballs. That sounds really good. A chicken meatball. He's giving his dogs chicken meatballs. Yeah, I know. We'll be up in Jasper in about an hour. We'll be at your house in about an hour for chicken meatballs. And I wish this thing would take audio and video with it. It would be so much easier. Okay, we're back. You can make it a blue room, like the song from YouTube. I mean, from YouTube.
Tell me true.
What up, yo?
Holla. Holla. I
Holla.
got my look. I got like 8 pairs of glasses. Look, I got my. I'm wearing my wormhole shirt anyway.
Okay, you see
Yeah.
what I'm wearing? Look at this. Houston Summit.
Nice. Holy shoot, that's crazy.
Yeah, you like that?
How can you still get a Houston Summit shirt?
Dude, I found it on
Christ.
some offer on Facebook like 2 years ago, and I was like, boom, I'm ordering that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
The Summit.
Yeah. Remember we saw Sting there twice.
Yeah.
Dude, he's coming to the Woodlands.
No kidding.
Yes, like this summer. You up for? I would kill to go see Sting.
I mean, maybe.
Dude, I would kill to go see that again.
I mean, it was good the first 2 times.
What you know would be really badass if Robert Downey Jr. was on there with him singing "Driven to Tears."
That would be crazy.
You've heard that, haven't you?
No, did they do a thing together?
Oh my God. You have not heard that?
No. I didn't know. I'll have to look it up.
Dude, give much props to Robert Downey Jr. singing with Sting.
I think that's pretty, yeah. I mean, I like Downey Jr., you know?
Yes, I do too, but I wasn't expecting him to hold a candle to Sting, and brother was killer. So,
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard him sing before.
Well,
I don't know.
I hadn't either till I saw this. I was like, Robert Downey Jr. with Sting singing "Driven to Tears."
Right?
And I was like, that is crazy.
And yeah, dude. Again, I don't think I've ever. Why is my? Oh, look at that. I guess you know how you sometimes forget that there's still Blu-ray ROM drives or whatever in your laptop.
Yeah.
I just accidentally, the door popped open and I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
So Verbatim, I just read a thing on the news that Verbatim is still going to make burnable Blu-ray medium.
Oh, really?
They're not getting out of the market.
Good. It's
right.
It's dumb to get out of the market right now.
Yeah. So did you watch 28 Years Later? Have you watched that yet?
No, I haven't seen that one. That's the new one, right?
Well, yeah, there's that one in the Bone Temple.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of them.
We watched 28 Years Later the other night. We're going to finish the Bone Temple this weekend.
Yay or nay? I heard bad stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. I heard it wasn't worth watching. And I heard a zombie has a huge penis. That's the only things I've heard. There is
an alpha zombie that has, like, I'm talking arm-sized dick.
Yeah, I mean okay, you know, whatever. But I mean, that's literally the only 2 things I've heard about it.
It's, you know, you look for 28 days, 28 months, and 28 weeks and 28 months, right? And the sound and how they did all that, it's not that. It almost stands alone on its. I don't know how to explain it.
Didn't they shoot that thing on iPhones?
Probably.
I think they did.
Okay, well that makes a few things, you know.
Yeah, so I think they shot. I think they shot it on iPhones. But like that first one with Killian, and then the second one with Carlisle.
Yeah.
Those things are both great.
Yeah. The third one was good. 28 months. I enjoyed that.
Or wait.
There's 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 months.
28 months.
And now
Maybe I
there's
haven't
28
seen
years.
28 months.
It was good.
You know, I think I have I think I have a copy of it though in there that I've grabbed at the barn sale.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I need to make one of
when I
those.
bought all those DVDs off that dude.
Yeah. I need to make that. It's at this point, it's so inopportune to be able to go to that.
Yeah, I know it's a real pain in the ass, you know.
I want to go to it bad. So
Yeah, I didn't know they were having one this month. I think Lisa's gonna go again. So
yeah,
we'll do that.
the whole.
I kind of want to. I want to do a live from finding weird shit at the barn sale.
That would be so. That's what's going to be cool about this. I really like Substack. I really do.
Yeah, we can just be out somewhere with our phones and like like when we go back to Aldridge, we can just like we can go Substack live straight from it,
bro.
I mean, we take a bunch of pictures too, but
we have got to go out there and do Aldridge live on Substack.
Yeah, bro, it's been a while.
It's been
and
too long.
We could do Substack live.
And I need
the line was too long at the Papados.
God, if we'd have had this technology then,
wouldn't that have been crazy?
That would have been a great adventure for something like this, streaming that.
Yeah. That would have been
Papados was too long and showed up in Austin.
The line was too long at Papados. So we just went to Austin.
Yeah, what the hell?
That was a great trip.
So, the Mandela effect, dude. You know, we were talking about this, me and a black guy, John Andrews, and he was like, man, that's, you start thinking about that stuff. It's really crazy. But not only the Mandela effect, but just everything that's occurred with it, with whatever's going on, right? Because growing up, everybody had a gay uncle, right? Everybody did.
I mean, that's accurate.
Back in the 70s, everybody knew if they had the strange uncle, the strange aunt. But it wasn't prolific. Like the 37 genders and all this shit. And the Hollywood elite, the clones of all the Hollywood children, the vacant stare in their eyes, Yeah,
I don't even know, man. It's
And don't get me wrong, I have lots of gay friends. So it's not a hate thing. It's not coming from a thing of hate, but it's coming from a thing of there was gay people, and then there was billions. We're not where we're supposed to be.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know culturally, those kind of shifts.
Think about it. Do some pondering on it. You'll see what I'm saying. I mean, if you think about commercials, like, and loop this back into the AIDS, 200,000 cases of AIDS this week reported in Houston. That's bigger.
Well, like, what is that? But I mean, where are these numbers coming from? What is that?
New reported cases. CDC in Houston.
Huh.
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a month ago, spring break, chlamydia and all that shit, sexual transmitted diseases spiked. And now 200,000 cases of AIDS in Houston.
I mean, are they saying that's all from spring break? I mean, I don't understand what the contention is here.
Like, don't go to Houston to look up to get strange.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm not sure what's being purported correctly nowadays. So,
dude, that's huge, though.
It's huge to the point that it makes me wonder how accurate these kind of. I mean, that's got to be like those have to be like cases that have already been reported.
New ones
throughout the Harris County or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they saying they just found. I didn't, I don't know.
There was a jump. The indicator shows that the number of people aged 13 and older living in HIV cases per 100,000 population at December 26. 42,000 new cases of STDs in Houston. Spring break turns into a bunch of these people. Syphilis rates are up 79% in Houston. Like, WTF, bro?
But I mean, where are these numbers coming from, though?
Doctor's offices reporting to CDC.
I'm not even sure how accurate the reporting to the CDC is now, though. You know what I mean? Didn't they defund the CDC for the most part?
Well, I mean,
so it's like I don't know. I don't know if I'm trusting these sources on this.
Well, that would be.
It seems a little. It seems a little fanciful to me.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, I can see that if that's like cases that are in that because that's obviously that's a huge population center, but are they saying they just discovered like 200,000 new cases?
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems like that's quite a jump. I don't know if I can go with that one.
Its location, Harris County, 759.2.
State of health. Action with health data. Huh. So that's actually okay. What is it? This is Harris County's webpage?
Yeah.
Cases per 100,000.
Yeah. And that was just in 2023, dude.
Yeah, well, see, they don't even have updated numbers on that though.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they would. I don't know what they would be basing that on.
It was reported. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to see because it was just.
Yeah, 2023. That was 3+ years ago.
Houston,
and that means, and if it's numbers from 2023, that means they were probably reported in 2022. That's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that's. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's a HIV rates are rising in Houston, growing faster than any other region in Texas. Of Harris County, exceeding state averages. Recent data shows 70% increase in people living with HIV in the area, with high infection rates among younger Black men who have sex with men.
Well, what's the source on this, though?
This is, I'm going to show you. Put it up there. Here we go. They were even talking about this online the other day.
Legacy Community Health +2. Yeah, I mean, that isn't that like a Gemini wrap up kind of a thing?
It's an AI overview, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, what? So click on the Legacy Health. What is that? What is that place?
See what it is.
Because I'm not even sure.
Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. 15 to 24. It's alarming.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but I mean, it's. I'm still not convinced on the sourcing on this.
Yeah, I've got you. I'm just
Legacy Community Health.
Yeah.
So what's their like? Does it take you to their website?
This is it. This is their website. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna do some more research into this because it's alarming as fuck if it's happening. I mean, if this is like,
I would like to know, like,
hey, Rachel White, how are you?
I would like to know, like, um, I'd like to know who's gathering this data and who's reporting that. Because
Yeah,
I don't know, you know.
it's nuts, dude.
I'm very skeptical on any time that on any data lately because everybody's got everybody's got their own reason to manipulate it one direction or the other, you
yeah,
know.
but Houston, like, I mean, you know,
Which is why I don't know, man. That seems a little. I don't know. It seems. I don't know.
hi,
I don't
Rachel,
think.
nice to meet you.
I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. You know.
we will.
I don't know how
Rather-
accurately that with the way the CDC and such was defunded. I'm not sure how accurately that sort of thing is, like, you know.
Yeah,
And then if if the health department doesn't have data to like 2023, I'm not sure.
yeah. I'm on the CDC website.
Wow, they still have a website.
Uh huh.
That's impressive.
Still there.
Still there.
Still there. Oh, you know our doctor in Jasper? She left. Barnes?
No, yeah, really?
Yeah, I was supposed to go see her, and I called and like, oh yeah, she moved to Tyler, and I'm like, ah, man. But
I think I see the other one. I can't remember
Reeves,
her name.
the
Yeah,
tall chick, yeah, she's real nice.
yeah.
I'm moving all my stuff to Beaumont because, you know, I saw Barnes forever, like 10 years, and I just don't have the time to develop, you know, to.
Yeah, and things like because I just saw my doctor like last month. So,
Yeah, yeah. Well, she left. Her husband got a job in Tyler, which nice area to live. I can say it beats Jasper.
I'm pretty sure.
Took a big promo up there, promotion. What I was told. So she's there.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense for you anyway to
Yeah,
find somebody
it's-
local.
Well, yeah, and you know, being Christmas, I'm just right there with. There's one right down the street from my house.
There you go.
They seemed okay about taking me as a new person, you know. So I was like, all right, bite the bullet. It's right down the street versus an hour up the road, you know.
What is this collider that you were talking about that's in Chicago?
Hold on, I'll find it. It's
Because
you
I didn't know
about-
there was. I didn't know there was one there too.
Yeah, there's one up in that area.
It's got to be one of the universities.
It is Fermilab.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Been there a long, long time. That cool building.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Fermilab's been there a long freaking time.
How does it measure up with CERN though?
It's a mile long circle.
It's pretty good.
It's big, but it's not nearly as powerful
No.
as the Hadron Collider.
Okay. Yeah, the large hard-on collider.
Yeah, Hadron Collider.
So okay. So this is my new theory though is
Okay.
all right. Okay. So they were gonna build one. around Dallas
Right.
in the 90s, and they shut it down. Okay. I feel like that's where it went, because one place they built it, one place they didn't. That's where they wired off. Where we're supposed to be right now, they built that son of a bitch. That's my new thing. And I think somehow it ties in with the Balkan War. When Yugoslavia broke up.
Yeah.
Because that was all going on around the same time. But I don't know yet. I don't know how.
I'm trying to remember about that one in Dallas.
Yeah, it was called the large. It was going to be called the large. And I mean, they built part of it. They dug some holes, and there's still parts of it there. It was going to be called the superconducting super collider or something like that. It was near it was going to be near Waxahachie.
Okay, that's been a ways out of Dallas then.
Yeah, Congress shut that down. Gingrich in that bunch when Clinton was in there.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. It's got a wiki. You can look it up. It's got a wiki. But
interesting.
That's my new thing. I think that was a major deviation point.
Shift in it.
Yeah.
From there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You can't say that you're wrong.
Because let's and I mean, we're talking infinite realities here and multiverses and yada yada. Let's say there's just two, like when good old Doc Brown's explaining stuff in Back to the Future and all that stuff, So
right.
It just wise off. So one, where we were, they built it. Where we ended up, they didn't build it. And then we got the hard-on collider.
Yeah. And then that thing, they talk about portals at that place all the time.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
Like the artwork and the decorations and stuff really look more mystical than they ever look scientific.
That doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I think there's something to it, but I don't know. If there's not something to it, it's a great premise to build a story off of. So I win either way.
It's a good way to look at it.
Ah.
But I mean,
it's like, all right, turns out this is all bullshit. There aren't contrails over the country club, but I can write a story about it.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I tend to think that, I mean, whether it's that one, CERN or Fermilab, that there is some validity to it, because 50-something million people can't be crazy remembering Mandela died 20 years ago, not 10 years ago or 30 years ago, or that there was Berenstain Bears, Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia, because I remember seeing that.
Mm-hmm. I remember the Berenstain, the different spelling. And we were talking to somebody the other day too, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that too." I was like, "Uh-huh."
Jiffy peanut butter.
Yeah,
but
Jif.
No, it's not. It's Jif. It's not Jiffy.
Yeah.
But I remember it as Jiffy peanut butter. Not that I ate peanut butter. The Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia. Man, that was on every damn shirt.
I remember the cornucopia. I mean, I'm with you on this, man. I something's up.
Well, somewhere something went haywire. It's weird. I think it accounts for a lot of what's going on in society today that didn't go on 20, 30 years ago. You
Well,
know?
if you look at it, all right, if you look at it like in your brain, you have these memories of like say you have residual trauma from that. Okay,
Yeah.
you can why does so many people have anxiety now? Why are so many people depressed? Why are so many people confused? Why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the general, this general sort of malaise in society? What if that is all like some sort of like quantum PTSD from reality shifts?
It makes perfect sense.
And we don't know, you know what I mean?
We can't put our finger on it, why we feel bad or why we're depressed, but we're longing for something that's no longer there.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I never had anxiety until I suddenly had anxiety.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have anxiety anymore. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Could there have been several shifts?
Of course.
So I got to use that. I really like.
I mean,
that.
I don't know. You know, I don't know what the deal is with that. But what if it's literally our brains trying to process these changes that like we don't even really pick up on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that whole thing in that when they're like, when he's like, whoa, I just had deja vu. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. It's like that's, it's happening so fast, or it's so subtle that your brain can't really perceive it.
I can totally get that. Quantum PTSD.
Yeah, I mean, and that's literally something I just pulled out of my ass. But I mean, like
that really.
But makes... I mean, I feel like that, that's the only time I've ever tried to throw a label on it. But I really feel like because there, it seems like there's, and yeah, people have always had PTSD. They've always had trauma. They've always been depressed. They've always been, but a lot of times we attribute it to society and social media and technology and stuff like that, which I feel like that's a huge factor as well.
Right.
But what if you've also got this going on too?
And so we can process what's going on with the society.
What if you're what if you were suddenly thrown into like a reality shift, and you can't perceive that? Your brain is going to course correct that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same way that the UFO trauma and like using hypnosis to go back into your childhood and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to get to that place, okay, your brain is gonna like try to protect your mind and right through that event. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean it goes away.
No, it doesn't.
Because I mean, if you look at the percentage of people who are just actively traumatized or depressed, have PTSD symptoms, have anxiety that just shows up out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have legitimate, hardcore, real world reasons to have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it seems like nowadays everybody's got a little bit of that going on, and they don't even have a reason to. They didn't experience some deep-seated trauma. You know?
Yeah. No, that makes a.
They weren't abused. They weren't in combat. They weren't in some sort of life or death situation that usually brings that sort of thing on.
Right. No, dude.
So where's it coming from?
You hit that right on the head.
I don't know.
That-
Again, I'm literally making this shit up currently as I go, but I don't know. I don't know.
No, I mean, that would I mean, you know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it's Prozac. Hey, it's depressed, get on Prozac. Oh, Prozac quit working. Now it's Paxil. Or you get on this, or you get on that, right? It's just progressed as the anxiety or the quantum PTSD, as you say, has progressed. The medication has progressed.
And a lot of that's just generally like, you know, new medication and general getting us hooked on that shit. You know what I mean? So they've got a lifetime customer bullshit like they do with every drug.
Oh, yeah, it ain't on the cure, it's on the comeback. I get it. I get that. But,
Right.
You know, but forever, Prozac worked on everybody. That's hey, you need Prozac. You're okay. And then that quit working. Nobody's on Prozac. Now it's.
I mean, you don't hear about it like you do, you know, like you,
Yeah.
in other words, like the you know, the only time I ever hear about Prozac anymore is when I do a Sopranos rewatch. And that was what, like, you know, almost 30 years ago at this point.
Don't say that shit.
Bro, it's true. It's I think it started in like 99.
Well, that about coincides with Alabama 3, the Chosen One mix. Woke up this morning,
absolutely. Yeah.
2000. God. I don't like to think about that. Reverend D. Wayne Love walked into my life.
I mean, like, but I mean, when I think about, you know, the 90s, it's like, you know, it was like 10, 15 years ago. But like,
oh, I know. No,
it was not,
wasn't.
you know,
it was not.
Yeah, I think about the 80s, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, it was like 30 years ago, you know.
Yeah, the 90s, I was.
No, not
we were
anymore.
in college, and then you went up to Dallas, came up and hung out with you in Dallas, or whatever I was doing up there for some reason. Yeah, that couldn't have been. That's 40 fucking years ago. God. 35 years ago.
I mean, it's pushing 20 years since I left Los Angeles.
Except for that train ride up the coast.
Well, yeah, I went back.
Except for that.
I went back a couple times.
That little whirlwind.
I went back a few times. But I mean, yeah, but I mean, as far as like, I was actively living out there, and then I was actively back in Texas, you know?
Jet Trash, Return of the Red Eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It doesn't feel like it.
I know, but it was.
We've gone through several quantum realities since Jet Trash.
Yeah, there's been a lot of reality shifts since then. Oh.
God, that's crazy.
Let's just build a plane in our apartment. All right, cool.
Return of the Red Eye. Man, you need to put that shit on YouTube.
I mean, if YouTube had existed, then we would have.
You need to put it on there now. Who has the VHS of that?
No, I'm not going to follow that wormhole down.
No, dude.
Dude,
you need to follow that.
And lawyers got involved and all kinds of shit, dude. I'm not digging any of that stuff up.
You need to. That deserves a YouTube channel.
Plus, it's a comedy about a plane hijacking, which is not really a funny thing anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, it is now.
Well,
I mean, we're 20 years out of that.
Yeah. But I mean, it was suddenly not at all funny. But you know, whatever.
Yeah. Turn of the Red Eye. You need it. That needs to go up. I'm here. I'm speaking it.
We'll make new shit.
But we need to go to. We need to figure out.
Yeah, we need new Yeti hunter is what we need.
And go to Aldridge.
Yeah.
I'll have to fire up the old cameras, get the batteries charged. I still have all my old gear.
I would hope so.
Well, I thought about getting rid of it the other day because I don't need it. It's also outdated and antiquated. Doesn't do video, you know.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
It's taking up space.
I don't know.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, I mean, those lenses, those lenses don't ever go bad. So
no, they don't. They
Yeah.
don't go bad. Just they don't go fit anything new. That's the problem.
nah, they make an adapter.
Possibly. That's a road I don't plan on traveling on. Because now with the 200 megapixel camera in your phone, I can take a picture of the moon damn better than I could ever do with cameras. You know?
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Funny, man.
I'll shoot some. I'm gonna shoot some 35 millimeter when I go out there.
Well, I have a 35 millimeter camera, Canon AE1 with 3 lenses. It's all film shit.
Yeah, I got one too.
It's in mint condition. I just don't need it. You know.
Bought it at a thrift store for $20.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's nuts.
So cool, man. Well, been awesome. You see my Caligari poster back there in the back that I got at the movie.
Yeah,
When we did our thing.
It's nice, bro.
I think you bought me that Jabba the Hutt there.
I think I bought the speeder bike behind it, but same difference. I don't remember, maybe.
Yeah. Galactus, Shogun Warrior. Too much junk. Need this place cleaned up. I need to tear my studio up, and it's going to be a monumental undertaking.
I've been dusting all day. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I got to take everything out of here, vacuum, rewire. It's going to be a 2 or 3 day task just to get back up and running, you know? And it's kind of scary.
Nah, you'll be fine.
But I need to switch CPUs anyway, you know?
Just put some cornmeal on it. It'll be okay.
Yeah. That's better on it. Boy, don't you wish that if Larry was around, we could get him on this?
Yeah, that would be, dude. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That would have been something.
When I saw your shirt, that's the first person that popped into my head.
God, that was me, you and Larry.
Yeah.
My mother took us to see freaking
You're
Sting.
not English, and this is not New York.
So I learned something the other day.
What's that?
Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms, that album, right?
Yes.
So they recorded that, but Mark Knopfler didn't like the drum parts. So guess who came in and did the drums for that?
I can't. Was it Collins?
Or Manu Kattashe.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. Or
Right
either
on.
Manu, it was either Manu, no, it was Omar Hakim, my bad, but
Yeah,
still
Omar
a Sting.
Hakim.
Omar Hakim came in and redid all the drums for that album in one day.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that is Sting's voice.
Yeah. But yeah, he came in and redid all that.
You know what I wondered, and like I Googled it like crazy one night because it drove me nuts. Do you you remember at all the Paramount stuff before they just redid it? Like at the beginning of all the shows, it was MTV Studios or whatever, MTV Films, and they go MTV.
Oh,
I was like, does Sting get paid every time they fucking do that?
oh God, I'm sure he does.
Yeah. So I was just like, and I tried to Google it. I go, does Sting get paid every time? Like, because it was all like the Taylor Sheridan stuff, and I was like,
Yeah. TV. Yeah. I bet he does because when he sued P. Diddy
oh,
for using
he
that,
still gets paid.
dude, so much money from that.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I like,
I think he like went on a castle or something. You know what I mean? It's just like seriously, man. It's it was nut. I read that story again not too long ago, and I was just like, man,
the money that dude makes off of that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he deserves it.
Oh yeah,
but just damn, man. But yeah, that really it drove me nuts one night. I was like, surely Sting gets paid every time they do that.
He has to. I don't see how he would not.
I don't see how they'd get around it.
I don't either, because he's too much of a businessman to let that.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
I don't get it. But I couldn't find an article about it.
Yeah, they probably keep that hush hush.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, very much.
Because
so.
I mean, like, just that one guy shows alone, he's got like 25 shows. There's some telling,
Yeah.
There's some telling. I don't know.
Because I'm sure Sting owns his master copies, his masters of everything.
I'm sure he does.
He
probably owns all the police's shit.
Well, Stuart Copeland's coming to Houston.
I heard Stuart Copeland on something the other day.
Yeah, dude. He's touring.
Oh, Rick Rubin's got a podcast.
Yeah, I signed up for it on here.
Yeah, you should you should check it out because he really gets some cool people on there.
Shit. I'm sure he does because he's Rick Rubin.
Yeah, because I know, right? Because it's Rick Rubin. He literally knows everyone and like basically is responsible for most of their careers. So he can kind of get whoever he wants to. But no, yeah, Stuart, yeah, he had Stuart Copeland on there, and he really went back into like the beginnings of the police and stuff, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, but he's touring through Houston. I was just shocked. So that's pretty cool.
I think that guy's made just as much money doing soundtracks and stuff.
Airwolf.
Did he do
I think he did Airwolf.
Oh, I had no idea, but that's crazy.
Yeah. I think he's done a good. He's made quite a bit of money. He still gets residuals from the police.
Of course, they all do.
Yeah. Too funny. Well, all right, bro.
Bro, that's back when you made money in the music business.
Yep, not dealing with AI crap.
Man, that stuff. Shit. Drives me nuts.
Here's what I do, right? If I need an album cover for a song, I go find some AI generated image, then I over generate it. So I'm actually liberating AI imagery for my album covers. And then I generate over that.
I mean, whatever you can do to sort of like destroy that pool,
Take it to the man,
Yeah.
One picture at a time.
They have a tool now that I think is they have more than one, I think, that's trolling the internet, like trying to destroy all that shit.
Well, so Bandcamp
doesn't. Yeah, I know, which is why I dusted my Bandcamp off.
Yeah.
Because man, when I go on, because at night when I read, I'll find something,
See,
I find some jazz or something, or some ambient, just something to have going in the background. And I started looking into it. And I was like, this shit's not real. I go, this shit's all made up by clankers.
Yeah. Well,
And there should be a way to filter that shit out on YouTube. I'm sorry, there should.
yeah. I need to do.
They're not going to do it, but there should be a way to filter it out.
I want to do a couple of long format videos of ambient stuff. Like, I think there's a real niche for that.
I mean, there is, because it's hard to find. You really have to go look now, because what they pump up to the top of the search results is all this AI bullshit. I heard Spotify's unlistenable nowadays.
Yeah, I've never used it. I just put music on there, but
it was all right it was all right for a while. And it used to have a really good algo, you know. But
it doesn't any longer.
No, it does not. I know.
No.
I got away from it. You know, I guess shit. It's probably pushing 2 years now.
Yeah, I've never used it to stream anything. I mean, I have used it to put my music on it. You know, using DistroKid or what have you. Mm-hmm. But I don't.
Yeah, I mean, same deal. Our podcast goes everywhere. You know, like that.
I mean, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
like if Spotify came to us and was like, "Hey, do you guys want us to pay you money?" And like, we'd be like, "Yeah, sure," you know.
Yeah, I don't care.
But that'll be cool. But I mean, you know, as far as me using it on a day-to-day basis, not really.
Yeah, I mean, this is Beatport. Got all my stuff on there. You know.
What does that do?
Beatport, they're more geared to like electronica, dance music, that kind of stuff. But I'm on there. I have all my music on there. It's a download. You can download music from it, buy it. You know, reasonably priced.
Oh, it's like a Bandcamp or what's that other thing? SoundCloud kind of a deal.
Yeah, it's not so much like SoundCloud. It's more geared. BT's on here. It's more, you know, in electronica, electronic dance music. You know, I just put my stuff on there because it's part of what I pay for it when I do it. You know. Yeah. And then I'm also on Artcore. There's paywalls there, but I put out all my stuff on at there as well. I need to update some of it, you know. But I use DistroKid to send all my music out, and there's where everything it hits.
Oh, right on.
You know, all the different services that I'm on. Snapchat.
You just tell it where it needs to route to, and it just goes. Yeah, right on.
Yeah. So, you know, but the cool thing here is I can actually see breakdown by artist, the money I made, a whopping $25.
Nice work, though.
You know, I just let it sit.
That's probably more than 90% of the people in the music industry.
This is paid a lot. People bought the hell out of this song.
Right now, if you're making that kind of money in the if you're writing Kindle books and stuff like that, if you're making that kind of money, you're really cleaning up.
This has sold quite a bit. This track, $8 of it, you know, which is weird. But you can follow all your stats, you know, break down by service.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Content ID, YouTube Red, YouTube Creator Pub, which is sync licensing stuff. Beatport streaming. I made a lot more on Beatport than I thought.
Do you go to TikTok?
I am on TikTok, yes.
What's TikTok doing nowadays?
I'm not.
I got off of there before they sold it. I mean, you know, it's not like I used it much. I had like 3 other friends, and we would send videos back and forth to each other. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't. Really do anything.
I want to use it to stream on it because there's a much wider audience, but I'm not there yet to be able to stream. You know,
Yeah.
so it is what it is at this point.
I'm just wondering what their numbers are now since they sold. Since they split it or however they did it.
Yeah, I don't know. Good question.
Because the TikTok we have here is not the same TikTok they have in the rest of the world.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, which is I don't see how that works, but okay. I don't see how that's a good thing, but okay.
Yeah, no shit. Well, bro, I'm fixing to get off here.
Yeah, man, right on.
Enjoyed. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure. You you gonna stream on Twitch later?
Yeah, I'm gonna be firing up the studio's fired up. Everything's warmed up. I'm probably gonna. I have a show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. So I'll be live on Twitch then.
All right, man.
Probably later tonight.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll talk at you soon.
Later.